Ever wondered why some people are more financially secure than others? Could it be that they are earning much more? Or is it something else? Let's ponder this for a moment. The answer, surprisingly, isn't always about having a higher income. It's about how effectively you manage what you earn. Enter the world of budgeting and expense management, the secret sauce to financial security and independence. Budgeting is like your financial roadmap. It's a plan that outlines your income and expenses, giving you an aerial view of where your money comes and goes. It's about setting realistic spending limits and sticking to them. It's about balancing your wants with your needs, your present indulgences with your future goals. It's about making conscious decisions about your money so you're in control, not the other way around. Expense management, on the other hand, is like the fine-tuning of your budgeting symphony. It involves keeping a close eye on your outflows, identifying areas where you may be overspending, and finding ways to cut back. It's about distinguishing between necessary expenses and those that are merely nice to have. It's about adjusting your spending habits to align better with your financial objectives. Together, budgeting and expense management form the bedrock of financial independence. They're not just about making ends meet, but about making your money work for you. It's about growing wealth, not just maintaining it. And here's the kicker. Anyone can master them. Yes, you heard it right. Whether you're a high-income earner or just starting on your financial journey, whether you're a financial enthusiast or a novice, these principles apply. So next time you find yourself wondering why some people seem to have their financial act together, remember, it's not necessarily about how much they earn. It's about how they manage their earnings. So it's not always about earning more, but managing what you have more efficiently. That's what we call budgeting and expense management. Let's dive deeper into these concepts in the following scenes. Buckle up, because this journey may just transform your financial life. Now that we understand the importance of budgeting and expense management, how do we do it effectively? Is there a magic formula? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to budgeting, but there are some essential steps that can guide you on your financial journey. First and foremost, we need to track our income. That means knowing exactly how much money is coming in every month. This includes your salary, any income from side gigs, and passive income sources like rental properties or dividends. It's crucial to have a clear understanding of your total monthly income to plan your budget effectively. Next, we need to identify our expenses. Start by tracking every single expense you make, no matter how small. This could be your daily coffee, a monthly gym membership, or your annual car insurance payment. After tracking for a month or two, you'll get a clearer picture of where your money is going. The third step is setting spending limits. Based on your income and expenses, decide how much you can afford to spend in each category. This could be essentials like rent and groceries, discretionary spending like entertainment and dining out, and savings for future goals. Remember, the key here is to be realistic. If you set your spending limits too low, you'll find it difficult to stick to your budget. Which brings us to the fourth and final step, sticking to the budget. This is often the hardest part, but it's also the most important. Consistency is key when it comes to budgeting. You might have days or even weeks where you go over your budget, but don't let that discourage you. Instead, use it as a learning experience to adjust your budget and spending habits. While there's no magic formula, these steps can guide you in creating a budget that works for you. Remember, the goal of budgeting is not to restrict your spending, but to give you control over your money. It's about making informed decisions so you can achieve your financial goals and live the life you want. We've talked about budgeting, but what about managing expenses? How does one do that? First, let's get this straight. Managing expenses is not about depriving yourself of all the good things in life. It's about making smarter choices so you can enjoy more of what you love without breaking the bank. So, how do you do that? Well, it's a three-step process. Step one is tracking. You can't manage what you can't measure. So, start by keeping a record of all your expenses. Whether it's a fancy dinner at a restaurant, a quick coffee on the go, or that online purchase you made at 2 in the morning, jot it all down. Over time, this will give you a clear picture of where your money is going, and it'll be easier to spot patterns and trends in your spending habits. Next up, it's time for some self-reflection. This is where you identify necessary versus unnecessary expenses. Necessary expenses are non-negotiables like rent, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. Unnecessary expenses, on the other hand, are those little luxuries we all love. Things like eating out, entertainment, and shopping sprees. They're not bad per se, but they can add up over time and eat into your savings. So it's essential to strike a balance. Finally, we come to reducing costs. This doesn't mean you have to live like a hermit. Instead, look for smarter ways to spend. For instance, consider cooking at home more often instead of eating out, or swap your gym membership for outdoor workouts. You could also consider consolidating your debts to reduce interest payments or switching to energy-efficient appliances to lower your utility bills. Remember, the goal here is not to eliminate expenses, but to manage them effectively. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. And the beauty of it is, once you start, it gets easier. And there you have it, a simple guide to managing your expenses more effectively. But wait, there's more! Want to know some tips and tricks to make budgeting and expense management easier and more effective? First up, let's talk about budgeting apps. They're like having a personal financial advisor in your pocket. From tracking your spending to helping you save for that dream vacation, budgeting apps can be a game changer. They can even send you alerts when you're nearing your spending limit. So consider investing in a reliable budgeting app if you haven't already. Next, setting financial goals. You know the saying, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Well, that's especially true when it comes to managing your finances. Set clear, achievable financial goals to guide your budgeting and expense management. Whether it's saving for a house, paying off student loans, or building an emergency fund, having a financial goal can keep you motivated and on track. Another tip is to review your budget regularly. This isn't a set and forget kind of deal. Your income and expenses may change over time, so it's important to adjust your budget accordingly. Regular reviews will also help you identify any spending habits that need to be curbed. Remember, the goal here is not to deprive yourself, but to make more informed financial decisions. And lastly, don't forget the power of automation. Set up automatic transfers for savings, bill payments, and even investments. This way, you'll be less tempted to overspend and you'll be consistently growing your wealth without even thinking about it. A little bonus tip. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to have a treat yourself day once in a while, as long as it's within your budget. After all, budgeting and expense management is not about restriction, but about balance and making your money work for you. With these tips and tricks, you'll be a budgeting and expense management pro in no time. So, are you ready to take control of your finances? That's the question we've been exploring today, and hopefully, the insights and strategies we've discussed have given you a solid foundation to start your journey towards financial independence. Let's quickly recap what we've covered. We started by understanding the importance of budgeting and expense management. We stressed that these are not just mundane tasks, but powerful tools that can help you achieve your financial goals. We then walked you through the steps to create an effective budget, emphasizing the need to track your income and expenses, set realistic spending limits, and adjust as necessary. In terms of expense management, we highlighted the importance of identifying areas where you can cut back without drastically affecting your lifestyle. We also stressed the need to be mindful of your spending habits and to constantly seek ways to save more. Then, we shared some valuable tips and tricks to make this process easier and more effective. These included automating your finances, leveraging technology, and adopting a proactive approach to managing your money. The journey to financial independence is not a sprint, but a marathon. It requires discipline, patience, and perseverance. But the rewards are well worth the effort. Imagine being free from financial stress, having the ability to make choices based on what truly matters to you, and securing a comfortable future for yourself and your loved ones. That's the power of effective budgeting and expense management. It's not just about numbers and dollars, but about taking control of your life and shaping your destiny. Remember, the first step towards financial independence is taking control of your budget and expenses. So why wait? Start today. And don't forget to subscribe to Digital Wealth Link for more financial tips and tricks. Remember, all you need is just a link.